Hello, and welcome to the Tartan Topiary. I'm Mary, and I'd like to invite you into my library as we look at this week's book. A Moment in Time, Designing a Country Garden, written by Kathryn Herman. Kathryn Herman has been practicing landscape design for over 20 years, most recently at her firm, Kathryn Herman Design. This award-winning landscape design studio is based in New Canaan, Connecticut. It is renowned for creating evocative and poetic outdoor sanctuaries. Kathryn's appreciation of architecture and gardens began early. As a child, she was drawn to creating spaces and sketching floor plans of houses, along with their gardens. She recalls that her home designs always featured a garden, and she turned this passion into a career. Kathryn has received numerous awards for landscape design. She has served as a trustee for the National Board of the Institute of Classical Architecture and Art. Her work has been featured in House and Garden, The Wall Street Journal, Veranda, Traditional Home, Gardens Illustrated, and so many more. Her projects are strongly influenced by her refined sensibility along with her deep horticultural knowledge. Throughout the book, Kathryn shares her journey of developing the historic Pepperidge Farm estate located in Connecticut. And yes, it's that Pepperidge Farm, the one we have come to know and love. For over 30 years, she has carefully tended and shaped the grounds of this century-old estate, featuring an always evolving garden with abundant detail. Kathryn shares insights into her signature style of combining both contemporary and classic design with soft English garden influences. A Moment in Time offers a rare glimpse into Kathryn Herman's private world, with garden rooms, seasonal rhythms, and design details that will inspire both seasoned landscape designers and everyday home gardeners. We get a first-hand view of this 20-acre farm, detailed from one season to the next, as well as the design process. The book breaks down the garden in sections, covering topics like structure, color, and layering. Kathryn also offers practical tips as she shares lessons and techniques for creating garden rooms by planting show-stopping florals such as orchids, creating meadows, and designing pool gardens. Kathryn Herman believes that a great garden is laid out to create a series of changing experiences. She guides the reader through the importance of sound, such as the rustling of leaves or moving water, scent from fragrant shrubs, or the touch of a soft, velvety perennial, and many other seasonal, intimate moments. In the foreword, Kathryn Herman writes, "Most of the inspiration for the gardens I've created come from my travels, journeys far and wide across the globe, with the gardens of England serving as the most profound influence. There is something about the way English gardens blend tradition with innovation, structure with an element of wildness. This has always captured my attention." A Moment in Time, Designing a Country Garden, written by Kathryn Herman. This book has 240 pages. It is published by Rizzoli, and its retail price is $60. Last week, I reviewed a delightful and inspiring book on the subject of collections. I shared a few of my collections and asked you all to share some of yours with me. And you all certainly did. I'm going to divide them into 2 segments. I'll do half this week and the other half next week. And I'll go in the order in which they were received. We will begin with Cheryl, as she shares her collection of blue and white lidded ceramicware, along with carefully displayed antlers. The act of collecting antlers is often referred to as shed hunting. This is because many animals naturally shed their antlers. My mother-in-law often collected in this way. She loved antlers, feathers, and bird nests. I love the way these collections juxtapose each other, as one represents the beauty of nature and the other the artistic beauty of man. Janet loves collecting vintage Christmas pins, and she writes, "They remind me of happy times and simple traditions, each one with its own charm, from tiny trees to old-fashioned Santa designs that you no longer see in stores." And she adds, "They're small, easy to display, and bring a little sparkle to my home during the holidays. It's a simple hobby, but it truly makes me happy." I completely understand that, because just looking at this picture makes me happy. Mr. Bossler has a love for French majolica, and these sun and moon plates are a perfect example of this provincial ceramicware. With its vivid color and beautiful glaze, These plates were manufactured in France during the late 1800s. They are highly collectible, and I love this moody photograph. Depending on your mood at the time, you can relate to the somber seriousness of the moon or the jovial smile of the sun. Sydney shared a collection of beautiful carnival glass, blue willow, and Spode china. Spode is manufactured in England and is beloved worldwide for their quality and detail. I love this wall display. And she's also added her husband's collection of decoys and duck calls. These are true pieces of functional art. Both are highly collectible. In 2007, a pintail drake duck decoy sold at auction for almost $1 million. Pat sent some beautiful photographs of her collections containing silhouettes, blue and white china, walking canes, Staffordshire, pewter, several pieces of beautiful tollware, and transferware, along with some artistically detailed tea caddies and wooden boxes. Along with one of my favorites, and I'll admit I'm a little jealous, automaton birds. They sing in addition to flapping their wings and tail feathers. They are powered by a simple winding mechanism. These beauties were most often made in France and Germany and were popularized in the 18th and 19th centuries. Nancy L. shares a very charming collection of English teapots that resemble cottages. She writes, "My husband and I visited Windsor Castle several years ago. There were a number of interesting shops, but a cozy old hardware shop beckoned us inside." I love the description of being beckoned inside. I think every collector can relate to that. She continues to write, "We discovered a shelf stacked with small white cardboard boxes that contained adorable miniature classic English pottery houses and other buildings. We struggled to select only 5, as we wanted them all. Through the years and subsequent visits to the Cotswolds provided opportunity to find others that we eagerly add to our collection." Nancy C. collects old stoneware. Many of these pieces feature traditional salt glaze techniques, which create a distinctive textured, glassy finish. Before refrigerators became a standard kitchen appliance, these vessels were primarily used as food storage. The jugs were used to store molasses, spirits, or other liquids. She also collects oyster plates. The oyster plate was first used in the Victorian era. Oysters were a symbol of wealth, and they needed to be properly served on their very own special plates. They were often very colorful and rich in detail. Preston enjoys collecting art from Asia, Africa, and India. He especially loves Buddhist sculptures. I received notifications from Christie's auction house, and in November they featured an article on a collector's guide to Buddhist sculpture. It was very interesting, and I will leave that link in the description for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll join me next week as we look at The Happy Home, Layered Interiors for Joyful Living, written by Ariel Oken, foreword by Lena Dunham. This book was just released this week, and we'll also look at some more collections.